I'm blown. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Blown away right now with that.
Why? Why did that just come into my mind? What is going on?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Love seeing you. Okay, so I was just before we got on, I was just watching this thing, and he's like, I just want to take a poll because my feelings were just really hurt. And I want to take a poll. If you know Alanis Morissette, please let me know, or whatever. Because apparently someone didn't know Alanis Morissette. Who doesn't know Alanis Morissette?
Canadian royalty.
So, I mean, I adore her. And so, of course, I took time to answer.
Nice.
But then you come on and you're singing. I'm like, no.
That's funny.
It's so bizarre.
Do you remember that show that she used to do where they were in the lockers?
In the locker.
And they got slimed?
Oh, gosh.
She was on that. What was that show
She
called?
was on that?
Yes. Way back in the day, she was like a minute old. And it was like, was it called You Can't Do This on Television? Or no, maybe it wasn't that, but it was something. And they were like, they would go in the locker and then they would get, Jeffrey, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
What was that called?
I forget what it was called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I can't. Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon?
She was on that.
Yes. Someone fact check me. Ness, you'll know.
Ness said Nickelodeon, and she's in the know.
She is in the know. Ness is the know.
She is.
And speaking of Ness, we do have another astrology video coming out at midnight tonight. So be on the lookout. Ness and I did a video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait to see that.
And everybody's saying happy birthday. Hi, Victoria. Victoria said happy birthday.
Hi,
Annie Bear.
Thank you.
Hi, Seascape. I saw you up there at the beginning.
You can't do that. Yes, I think it was called that. You can't do that on television. I think that's what it was actually called.
You can't do that on television.
I think it was.
Nickelodeon used to do it as well. So, but I think you're right. I think it was.
Yes, and it was a good show. My gosh, did that? Yeah, I don't remember all of it, but she was, and they had different people. I think there was a lot of different, now really famous people.
Oh, interesting.
But like you said, who doesn't know Alanis Morissette? That album, Jagged Little Pill, sold a gazillion copies. Like back in the day when CDs were a thing. Oh my gosh.
30 years ago? Yes.
Right. Back in the day. Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So, yes, we are doing readings. Someone asked, are you doing readings tonight?
We are. Yes, we are. We'll do personal readings. I can see some people are starting to put a few in the chat, or I saw one maybe. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did.
We have one question.
Yeah, we have one. Oh, here they come. Just like that. Hi, Sue. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sue.
Sue, that's so funny. Oh, not this one. Hi, Wayne.
Nice. Wayne, I love it. Wayne says these are
that
so
was my divorce album. I can see that. Yeah.
Right, Sue? Oh my gosh, it's a perfect divorce album.
Yeah. I think I think she says this, that she was going through a lot when she wrote that album. And she's a singer-songwriter, so she wrote, I think, most or all of those.
Victoria said that she has the CD, Jagged Little Pill.
Yes. I mean, I saw the concert. We went back in the day, saw her live. I mean,
yeah,
Vancouver.
That's so cool.
Thanks, Ness.
Thank you, Ness.
Yes.
Gloria C. Where is that? Gloria C. says she thought this was a comedy show.
That too. Always. Yeah. You'll never. Yeah. What was your question? What was your question before we came on?
I can't remember now. Something about is there really mystery? Is there something about mystery? It was divinely given and you guys shut it down, so it just flew away.
I thought it was part of the comedy show.
Totally.
Right.
Everyone's like, well, are they okay?
Something is it really is there really such a thing as mystery?
Right. That is the question. That is the question.
Oh,
Feel free to weigh in. Oh, really? It was about Ryan Reynolds? Oh, because did they date back in the day?
I think they
oh,
did.
Okay.
I think they did.
Little
oh.
Canadian romance, that would make sense.
Well,
Wow.
Alanis Morissette gave me the permission to experience my feelings of anger or frustration, all the things. Because a lot of us didn't have permission to really realize our feelings. We weren't allowed to express. And she gave a lot of us permission to express. So she is definitely a hero to many of us.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
Sue?
That's a great point. And
Yeah.
especially as women, you know,
Mhm.
and to be with all of the feelings and not modify or
Or be afraid of them.
Or be
yeah,
afraid of them.
downplay or like, yeah, be called the B word because you're angry. It's like, no, I'm angry. It
Mhm.
doesn't make me a this. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Exactly.
yeah. So she was.
Warrior Widow says, I screamed a lot at her songs. I still now. Yeah. Yeah. It just allows that energy to transmute. It's beautiful. Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Carl, that as well. Absolutely. Sinead O'Connor. Lots of them. Yes, Joni Mitchell, Sheryl Crow. Yeah. All the names.
Oh, Ness says Alanis is a self-declared empath.
She is. You actually, some of her music is she did an album, I think, with her brother. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it's very new age. It's very indie kind of, yes, like chanting. It's a great album.
Yes,
Which one?
it is.
It's amazing.
I
Yes.
actually
It's
forgot
kind of,
about that.
it's funny because I feel like if it was because it was a while ago, but I feel like if it was to be relaunched right now, it would really,
Land.
yeah, it really would. Yeah.
Oh, she needs to relaunch that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You're
love
right.
the Cranberries too, Warrior.
Me too. Dolores.
Oof.
Sad past. Young.
Everybody list your favorites.
Yeah, totally.
We love that.
We need Lisa. Music trivia. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
it just makes you, it goes right here, right in your heart space.
That's true. It is true. All righty. So, shall we do some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Debbie, if you want to be
Oh,
the
okay. All right, let's go.
choose first. And everybody, aren't you loving how you can see all of the channels chat on the screen? So you can see you're not going to miss anything now. They've made it so that they've merged all of the comments. Wonderful. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Peggy. And Peggy's asking, does my mother, Ida May, first of all, I love that name.
Ida May. That's beautiful.
Have a message for me. All right. Ida May.
Now I'm like in music. Because I heard like Peggy Sue. So funny.
Uh-oh.
We're just gonna do this all through music.
Oh, here we go. Everything, they do those shows where the whole thing is a musical,
Yes.
sometimes on TV where it's usually just a sitcom. And then one time they show it, it's like all musical. Have you seen those?
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do the whole thing in music. It's hilarious. Okay. That's what we're going to do tonight, you guys. So everybody has to sing out the messages from Ida May. First of all, I love Ida May. She comes in right away and it's like she's doing in action. She's like pulling down dishes. I feel like she enjoyed family and serving, and that kind of thing is the feeling I get from that action that she's showing me of pulling dishes down from the cupboard. Sometimes they also do that because, Peggy, maybe you've been recently having company or doing something like that, but the cooking and the serving and having family around her. She also comes in with a dog with her as well. So wherever that fits for you is she has this precious fur baby with her. She wants you to know everything is okay. Like everything, it's almost like releasing you from the need to be in control of the outcome of everything. She says, I think she may have been a little bit like that, where she, had everything like that and control like that, but she wants to release that from you. It's okay, let it flow. It always will be as it will be, and it's all okay, is kind of what she's saying here.
Peggy, are you in the chat? If you could let us know if you understand, just so that and if you're going to ask the mediumship, if you guys can be quick in the chat to give us, yes, you understand, no, you don't, or not sure, would be super helpful. Just so it just helps with the energy when it starts to lag in between, the energy can really dip. So it's helpful if you can be quick in the chat. Yes, perfect. And are you understanding what she's saying? Maybe she's delayed. Sometimes it's like
delayed.
Let us know.
Yes, she's resonating.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
Good.
I just got a little bit because I was feeling your mom come in as well, and I felt like she was. First of all, I heard two sisters. I don't know if that's you or her, but I heard the two sisters, and then I feel like your mom, as Debbie was talking, I could feel her like wanting to mother everybody. I could feel this like real healing energy come in with her, and so I know that she was a real nurturer. Was the feeling that she was giving me, and I also got significance about the month of November. So I'm curious how the month of November connects to you, but I feel like she wants to, because I feel she's guiding you, and I feel like that she's guiding you in different ways, because I feel like the conversation hasn't ended between the two of you. It feels like it's like you're in this conversation, and how you're exploring some of the new things that you're doing. It's like, I'm not missing any of it. Your dad's birthday's in November.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and so I just feel like she's not missing anything, and I know that you miss her, but just knowing that she's right here walking this like with you, and some of the new things that you're exploring or that you're talking about or thinking about exploring, it's like, go for it. If you feel called to do it, step into some of those new things, is the feeling that I'm getting from her. But what a beautiful energy.
Oh yeah.
Mom. Ida May.
Ida May.
Ida May.
Yeah. All right.
I went back. I saw this earlier, and I just want to get to this before too much goes by. So Robin, this caught my eye, and first of all, I just want to say, yes, it feels great. It feels like the recovery is favorable. The card that came up for you is protection, so you are protected through this. However, I feel like I'm being nudged to encourage you to, I really want to remind you to slow down. In other words, don't rush yourself through this healing. Don't rush your body ahead of where it is in its healing, and have patience. Because I feel like I just might want to get up and go, yeah. So, but I feel great about it.
It feels good too. It's so great. I got the on the right path, and that's a yes card that things are going to go well. And look at this, Jeffrey. It's the magic of nothingness card.
Oh,
It's the magic of nothingness. So that idle time, it's like really listen to your body in this. I feel like recovery is going to be in largely in part what you make in this. And so really taking the time to mend, heal, be gentle. It's like calm. Yeah. What'd you get? Harmony.
harmony. And it's interesting because I looked into the scene surrounding your surgery, Robin, and I just saw so much love around you and support. And then I pulled this card. So I really feel Spirit wants you to know you're not alone, and you're so surrounded by love and healing. So yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, you are, Robin. Thank you for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go to there was a travel one that was to Ireland or something. Brianna, does that ring a bell? There's something about traveling to Ireland. It jumped out. Maybe I'm wrong. Did you guys see that one, or am I? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm planning a trip to Ireland in July. Will it be safe, and will I have issues getting back into the USA? Okay.
It's Jenna. Hi, Jenna. It's nice
Hi,
to
Jenna.
see you here.
Oh, do we know them? Jenna.
Jenna was with
yes,
Arizona.
yes, that's right. Oh, perfect. Aw. Okay. I feel like it's
Yeah, there's the trick, Jenna, is getting back into the USA. Because I see the trip as just wonderful. So many beautiful experiences. I feel, connections. I just feel you're connected to the land somehow there. I mean, the trip there is beautiful. Someone else can go too if you want. I'm going to check into the coming back into the USA.
Yeah, it does feel connection to ancestry, whether you know it or not. I feel like you do. Are you going to Galway? Not that you have to give us your full itinerary, but
we want the full itinerary.
Please email that. I got 3 really good cards. I got the strength card, on the right path, and I got the courage card. So I feel like there is some fear around it. I think everybody, I shouldn't say that, a lot of people right now that are traveling in and out are having a little bit of fear around that. I feel like it's going to be okay. I feel like it's going to be okay. Stay grounded, do your part in what you're going to do. But I do. And ultimately, grandparents came from.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true. And so you ultimately, I think that you've planned it and that you're going. I feel like that's your higher self telling you that it's okay to go, is the feeling that I get. And so I don't get any red flags around re-entry. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm not either. I checked in. It felt good. And it just said, surrender, release any yucky narratives, and just be peaceful.
Yeah.
And just lead with love. Be that light and love.
Yeah, Jenna, I completely agree. Interestingly, Kevin, I got the same card, the strength.
Okay.
Beginning with failure. So I just want to explain what this means.
Yeah.
This does not mean that you will not get back into the country. This is about you having made these plans. This is about how we can easily get caught up in our own narrative about the what ifs and what if this happens and what if this happens, thus creating our own and manifesting, that which we don't want, because we're giving energy to what we don't want. So no, Jenna, darling, I don't feel like there will be any issues for you at all. And I want to encourage you to send Reiki to that part of you, that aspect of you that can easily get caught up in the what ifs and the narrative that's happening all around the country with all the people traveling all over the place and having these problems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that is anywhere in your field. So just send some Reiki to that, to your trip, to your reentry, and to that aspect of yourself.
Mhm. Beautiful.
I like it the way you read that, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, because we can step into that fear and we can talk ourselves out of things that are safe, and that
Mhm.
perhaps be the failure, that if we're always in that fear. So I think you've done your planning, and have a great trip.
Mhm.
Have a great trip.
Aw, thanks, Jenna.
Ness, thank you for your donation.
Thank you,
Greatly
Ness.
appreciated. Thank you.
Uh,
Yes, no. Is this a speed read, Ness?
yeah, totally.
Yes, no. Was my grandma who sent this
No
surprise?
mediumship. She's like, yes or no. Thank you. Debbie's already used up
No, next.
Jeffrey. I'm
Was
teasing.
grandma who sent?
Oh, sorry.
Go, you go.
I got the yes.
I feel that
I
too.
got the yes card.
I do too.
Okay, so there you go. Next.
I have a yes in my spirit as well.
Well, and here's the thing, Ness, for you, I get this. This is go with the flow, comes out for you. And this is about you really going with the flow in the fact that you intuitively already had that hit. I mean, you wouldn't have asked us right here. So yes, absolutely.
Yep. And you have intention, creating positive change here. But I saw the little blowing on that thing, getting your wish.
That's so
Aww.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sweet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love the connection between grandmother and grandchild.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Oh my gosh. And that's so funny because the card I pulled is my granddaughter.
Oh, no way. That's
Yeah.
right.
That
Yes.
is funny.
That's awesome.
Now I have to find the card again.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's her when she was littles.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so precious.
Precious.
And thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. I had a wonderful half-century celebration. So it was yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. Jeffrey, I think it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to.
Thank you, and Corrado.
Aw, so generous. Thank you.
Thank you.
I saw this. I like this screen name, and it's stuck out earlier. Hi, Lavender Lady. I hope you're still here. Will you let us know that you're still here, please? She says, I'm drawn to houses and architecture. Do my angels or guides have any thoughts on this?
Oh, that's a great question.
I need a different deck. I need this.
I do feel a I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I feel like
Nope, go ahead.
I do feel a connection to sacred geometry through the lines of architecture and homes and deeper meaning here. So I do, if I'm diving in spiritually here with this Lavender Lady, I do feel a spiritual connection to sacred geometry here, and also the inner sanctuary of homes. Something to do with that as well. But
that's exactly where I was feeling drawn to as well, Debbie. Totally. I was drawn immediately to, first of all, the card that came up for you, Lavender Lady, is Inner Temple.
Oh,
and that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Is this spiritual connection between you and houses. When we dream of houses, it's an aspect of our own spiritual awareness. If we are in the attic of a house, we're the closest to spirit in that particular dream. If we're in the basement of a house, we're dreaming about being in the basement, we're closer to this physical embodiment and experiencing where in the basement we might be afraid to be there. It might be dark in the basement. We might be, hearing scary noises in the basement, and we experience in that as a human being. So yes, I do believe that this has a lot to do with you and your own inner workings and your own connection to spirit and how that is being expanded in this moment as well. And I drew 2 other cards for you, and this is about freedom and trust. So yes, there absolutely is a connection. And the feeling that I want to talk about just briefly, I'm going to end this soon. I know I can be a windbag. I know I can. There's a very strong connection to, I usually don't talk about past lives, but there is a past life connection to the geometry, the spiritual geometry you were talking about, Debbie. There's a connection where that is very much a piece of who you are, being seen in the architecture of housing.
I instantly went for the past life deck, which was curious that you're picking up on. And just to echo, from that deck, I got the universe has your back, or the universe has your hand. And then the other one was the letting go. And it's interesting because in the picture, it's this temple, and it's about creating new stories. So new narratives around some of the stories. And so you envisioning what that looks like is really important. And so not sure what you're going through. I feel like this could be a really long, full reading. There's more to this. The curiosity that you have, it's almost like paralleling that in other parts of your life where you get that same kind of call, that same kind of pull, that same kind of energy. It is pretty layered. And so I think there's going to be some self-discovery, and that there's more to this for you than just like, oh, I'm interested or drawn to this house or that type of architecture. Cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
All righty. Hi, Victoria. Thanks for being here. Sending
on
love
Facebook, no less. Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome. Okay. Let's go.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey, Gigi. I just saw her name fly by. Yes.
Hey.
Hi, Gigi. Nice to see you. Okay. Emily Lorenz Bradley says, hi, I'm moving back to Hawaii soon. May I please have any guidance surrounding that? Thank you. Cool. Which island? Look at me all nosy.
Emily.
Which island? Where in Ireland? Like everything. Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, Emily.
Let's see. If someone's ready, they can go. I'm gonna pull a card on this guy. Hawaii.
I like Emily. Emily, I like the feel of this so much for you. I feel like you're also in this move. You're making a shift on how, like expectations on how regulations of how we're supposed to live. You're supposed to have a car and a house and all these things to show success. I feel you've had a shift in that where you have a beautiful new, more free flow of what it looks like to be human and live and thrive. It doesn't have to look like so-and-so's and so-and-so's. You have your own way, and it's beautiful and it's perfect. And I feel like you're also ushering in kind of a wave of that energy for others that see you thrive in what you're doing in this move.
I love that. I pulled a couple cards and I got the Heart Home, which is the first card. And then I got the Fallen Angel, which is the spiritual narcolepsy. And I feel there's going to be a really powerful move for you. Instantly, what I wrote down, I actually drew a heart, which is interesting. Then the Heart Home came out. I feel like relationship-wise, so relationship with yourself and with other people, I feel like there's going to be some real transformation. I get a really strong, if you're not already in relationship and you're open to that, I feel like that is really going to come in quick, or else it's going, if that already is existing, that it's going to really grow and expand. I feel like there's really good energy with this move. Really great energy.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel a very positive and optimistic vibe around this whole thing for you, Emily. And although I'm feeling a sense of resistance, and I'm not quite sure where I'm feeling it. If it's within you or someone in your field, there's this sense of resistance, and my initial reaction to that for you, as I'm feeling it all, is like there's nothing to resist. There's like it feels so much more expansive to me. Like there's a lot more expansion able to take place there than where you are now. And it feels really, really good. The card that came up for you is Star Seed, and it's asking what lights you up. And that's kind of what Debbie was talking about as well. And I do feel like that there is an absolute expansion to take place for you while you're there. And sorry, I just got sidetracked. There's a feeling like I want to, there's a new opportunity right at when you get in there, there's an opportunity within your field that I can see coming at you. And I feel like everybody on this side is urging and encouraging you to leap. Like don't think twice. Don't worry about collecting $200, because go. And it just feels like such an amazing opportunity for you. So I'm excited for you.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Hi, Richie.
The glasses came off on that one.
Really good. All righty.
Okay, is it my turn?
I think it is.
Okay. All right. Hi, Lisa. Look at that little baby, fur baby. I found my neighbor dead on her couch. It was very shocking for me. Then I had to euthanize her dog. Melody. The cat. No, okay. So Melody, the cat we shared. Will she eventually come back? Back in as she used to. Okay, so the cat is now kind of outside, is scared to come in after the neighbor died. So it's like the cat lost her whole little family there. And now it's just like outside and like trying to go in with Lisa. Is that correct, Lisa?
Ooh, that's
anyways,
a lot.
It's a lot. Yes, she's grieving too. Yeah. So Melody the cat. Will she?
And I get the feeling like she's used to being like out. Is that right, Lisa? That she does come in and out? Like she's not just a indoor cat?
She hates other cats. I think she thinks she's a human. I'm getting the number 7 around this, almost like 7 weeks out. Patience. It's going to take some patience here, and just continue to do the loving things that you're doing, feeding and doing the things, and let her make this transition in her own time. Start bringing the food closer to your home, maybe instead of on the porch where she's at. And just kind of start bringing the food closer to you, where she has to come to your porch or whatever to eat it. But start creating that space for her and letting her know that you have that room for her, that she can have her own room. Special Melody. But I feel like it's going to be about 7 weeks. Yeah. Do you guys have any?
Well, you know what? Interestingly, Debbie, I mean, I was feeling the exact same thing. I wasn't feeling the 7 weeks, but my answer was going to be yes. but she needs a minute.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's where I am. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel I got the proceed with caution, and I think Debbie spoke to that and how you kind of approach it. I hear music playing. So I don't know if there's like some sort of like really even in the Hertz music, but just like I feel like you have to approach it really gentle, which I know you're the perfect person for that.
Mhm.
Interesting. I got the 7 chakras card. So you had the 7, and then I got the healing heart. So I think she's really, I don't know if it's a she. I feel like she's really like scared and she's grieving. You're right. And so I think it's going to be a slow, but I do feel like she's going to come home. She's going to come home, and you're going to be that home, Lisa, for her.
Oh, like Vicky pointed out, her name is Melody, and you were hearing this song.
The song.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I've got a
I've
radio.
got a radio.
That's so, yes, it's the music. It's really gentle though. So yeah.
Yeah. No AC/DC, Lisa.
Yeah. No Alanis Morissette.
Yeah. So Spirit is just saying, love her. Keep sending out that positive intention and energy, and that transformation will happen for her. It's just going to take some time. Just what you're doing, Lisa. You're good at this.
Yes, she's lucky to have you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you take care. My goodness, that's a lot to experience, Lisa.
Can you imagine going in and finding your neighbor?
Nobody. No, that's
gone, dead.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
Is it me?
Yes. Okay, he was crying at Tanya's door yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Poor thing.
All right, this one.
Lisa, are you able to let her in and kind of check it out and to see that your neighbor's not there anymore? I don't know. Okay. Amy.
Of course, Lisa.
So Amy asks, will my husband be able to quit his current job to do his side home inspection business full time?
Okay.
Time frame, if yes.
Let's see. Oh, well, that's good. You're going to like that.
Yeah, I absolutely feel that he will.
That's so great.
I absolutely feel like he will, Amy. Here's how I feel like I'm being nudged to encourage paying attention to all the details, and not be in a rush. I feel like I just want to encourage you not to be in a rush about this. Be very methodical and planning. But it absolutely does feel that this is an absolute yes. It already feels like he has like a slew of customers like that are just kind of waiting for him to get going. Yes, and I just want to encourage to be very mindful about it and patient. Just let it be organic and planful. Yep.
I love that, Jeffrey. I got the intuition card, and I feel like that. Oh, I didn't realize I got the pray card as well. So intuition, just that energy that's being put into it. I got in the time I got, and these are actually from Lisa Foster, the do it card, and I got within 3 months. So I feel like it's right there for him to grasp. And it's like, sometimes it's hard to, like when you're leaving something and you're trying to, you're still, I get it, like having to create and bring in the finances and all of that. Sometimes it's hard to like leave the big job to go into something that it's like, oh, it's not the same, you know what I mean? But it's like the time that you use for the big job goes into the new job. And so I feel like it's right there. I really do. And like Jeffrey said, I think it's going to be really, because I feel like he's very integral. I feel like he's a very like kind of handshake man of his word.
Yep.
And with that, I think that goes all the way. So I think his resources and how he's going to conduct his business is going to be exceptional. So yeah,
I agree, and that integrity piece, that's the energy I stepped into. So he is a man of his word, and he's a hard worker. He will have to put in the initial, when you first start up your own thing, there's a little bit extra, it will calm down for him. But that initial piece where you're trying to get into ebb and flow of this new way of doing things, it's going to be a little extra. So however you can support him, but Spirit wanted to tell him, good on you for following your heart. This is huge. A lot of people, they have a desire to do something, but they just don't do it because of fear. And they said he overcame that and stepped into this, and this is huge. And so this is going to go with him, and it'll help him get over that hump of hard work at the beginning. But it will turn out great. All the wishes. It's going to create abundance for you all. But you have the stars, and yeah, so just breathe and continue to hold that space for him, Amy. If he gets discouraged, you know how to encourage him to keep moving forward. He's got this.
Love it.
Yeah, and the card that just came up for you quickly, Amy, is answer the call.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
There you go. I just want to pop this one up here. Pixie Girl 33. Just wanted to say thank you to you all for taking my question about my doggy Ollie last week. I remember you were having, they were transitioning, and so he sent me a message in the form of a song when I picked up his ashes yesterday. Oh. How beautiful. Interesting that you say in a song, because we started out with this whole music thing. So that's really, you just added another layer to what this, I don't know if you've been watching the whole live, but isn't that special? And I'm curious, because that's who I am. What song was it?
What song? What song?
Yeah, what song? That was my question.
Yeah, do share.
So everything has an underlining song tonight.
Right? Yeah. All righty. I'm going to choose one.
There's only, there's 95 questions to pull from.
I know. That's actually what the hard part is. This one here, I don't know what this is, but I was playing with the pendulum. I received the word to Zane, which I looked up, Amrik spelling, meaning we will come.
Maybe it's Aramaic.
Aramaic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had been asking for protection proof. What was this? I don't know if I understand the question.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Do you understand it?
So she was playing with her pendulum, and she got the word, this Tuzane word, and she got the meaning we will come. So kind of, is this what she was asking? She was asking for protection.
Oh, okay, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that's a pretty incredible validation.
I thought I was missing something, because it was so. I didn't know if it was a share or if there was an actual question to it. So
yeah.
you feel like you actually got validation to what you were putting out.
Here, let me use my pendulum.
Yeah.
Is this wish she was asking for protection? Was this you responding and protect? And I'm getting a very strong yes, that was the answer. They are there in protection of what you were asking for. Mm-hmm.
So great. It says, accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. There you go.
That's awesome.
All righty. Jeffrey, you don't even need to read on that.
Thanks, Denise. Nope. However, there was somebody that we had spoken to in the past that asked about getting a job, and he told us that he interviewed. I wanted to go to him. Brianna, everybody say hi to Brianna? Oh, there we go.
Yay, Brianna.
All right, DCJ. Thank you so much, DCJ. So I interviewed yesterday for that board position I mentioned on one of your live streams. Should I take it if offered the position?
Oh, wow.
I don't remember having this conversation, but let me talk about how I feel today, DCJ.
Tell us, how do you feel?
I feel like you have so much to bring to this organization. I feel like you have a lot to bring to the table. I feel like it might be a little difficult because it makes me feel like there's a lot of change that needs to take place within this organization, but for the better, that you have the ability to bring in a way where, you know how people just don't like change. But I'm feeling this sense of where you have this ability to bring these people along and through in a way where they're excited about the change. It does feel expansive. It feels, I hope it's is similar to what we talked about last time, but I still feel like there's a big green light ahead of you.
It's interesting. It's funny because I went to the cards and I was just going to answer, but how I was feeling about it is different than the card said. So I'll tell you how I was feeling about it, which was, I think it's just the contemplation. I feel it's a bit, I feel you're a bit hesitant or indecisive around it because I feel like it's coming to you, but do you actually want it? That's how I was feeling the energy. But then, I mean, these cards tonight are really bang on. It says within a week, you guys, it says, say yes.
Oh, yeah.
It literally says, say yes. Now is the time to be open and receive. So it's, again, I think it's, what do you want underneath? Do you feel called to this? Does this actually feel like the right fit? You wouldn't have probably interviewed if you weren't somewhat interested. So I do want to make a difference. Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny that you say that, DC, because all the cards I chose, because I got the same thing as you, Kevin. When I went into the energy, I saw that yes, no, like a hesitant, that whole feeling that he was going through. Possibly, should I do this or not? But I feel that this is a big yes. You have the sun coming in the main spot here. So this is very much a yes energy and a shine your light opportunity. You're in there to create positive change, and that's what you're doing. That's the intention. You're going to bring harmony too. There's some disharmony going on in the board or whatever, but you are bringing that harmony. So just breathe. So yes. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is.
Okay. Take a look.
Good luck with that, DC. You'll have to let us know.
Yeah, keep us posted for sure, please.
All right. Patty D, let us know you're here.
Patty D. Patty D.
I have looked at 2 retirement communities. Will I be moving to one of them soon or stay where I am?
Okay.
With a little cat smiley face and a purple heart.
Let us know you're here, Patty.
It's funny. I feel kind of the hesitancy here as well. So making a move is a big deal right now. In making a change in new community and all. I do feel that there's no wrong answer here as far as making that choice for you. At like to move or not to, I feel like there's no wrong answer. You're supported in whatever you choose to do. I am looking at like the second option that you said 2 retirements. I'm leaning towards, you looked at 1 and 2. I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards number 2 here. As far as a really good fit for you. But, and you'll feel good there. You'll feel at home. I feel the community is more up your alley or like more connected for you. All right. I'll throw some cards. You guys can go.
I'm curious too, was there one that was in the north part of where you are? And you don't have to tell us where you live. But again, this is just reading the energy of what is one of the potentials. And so I got the yes card, and it's interesting that you were feeling feeling into the energy of community, because it's, you are not alone. And I feel like that is really important, that you have that sense of community. And I think it was the second one that you viewed as well. I think it was the second one. And if that was in the north, then that would be, that would validate that. But yeah, again, I think you're going to have options. Yes, near where I live, about a mile away. Interesting. Okay.
Patty, yes, a resounding yes, along with the other two. When I see orange in somebody's field, I know that that is a possibility and a huge potential. Look, there's orange right there. That there is a move. And the cards that came up for you, you're not going to be staying where you are. The card that came up for you is Dance with Life, and it says do something to change your energy. So that's about, yeah, you're not going to stick around where you are. And the other one is the Great Gathering. This is about community, Patty. And this is really feels so good. And I want, you're already tuned in. I can feel that within you. And I love what Debbie and Kevin had to say about the second community. That feels more in line and more in tune with your own vibe, is how I want to describe that. It feels like it's more of a fit, I guess.
Yeah, so this is a big transformation for you. It's going to offer you so many beautiful new beginnings. But yeah, so I'm getting, this is a transformational, but it's a gift for you. And you're going to be so grateful. And then you have that heart there where it's just happiness and living out some of your heart's desires there. It's a good feel.
Sweet. Pack your bags.
Pack your bags. Start packing the kitchen.
Start packing your bags.
We'll do another one, but I was just going to say that we do have a couple spots in our retreat. It's 2 weeks away. So we had another meeting today, and we have we still have a seat left for the Bring a Friend. So we put out a special little announcement where we had 2 opportunities arise. And so if someone is looking to join us and they have a friend that's interested, you can bring your friend for free, which is a wonderful opportunity. So thank you, whoever posted that, Brianna. And I saw Sharon Sight posting in the chat our link. You can visit Jeffrey's website and read all about it, but we'd love to fill those last couple seats. So
yes,
is that. And let's do this one here. Kelly, are you still here? Kelly, are you here?
So what I always say is if you put a question in, you have to stay. But if you do leave, let us know so we're not reading to the air.
Let us know. And if not, it's 555.
I saw that too.
Did you?
Kelly's here.
Wonderful.
Yay, Kelly. Kelly knows the gig.
Thanks for staying. All right. No, it was a question. Oh, I've applied for a position and today I had the assessment test. Do you see them moving me on to the next step in the hiring process? Lots of jobs. I love all of this change that's happening for people. I love it. In spite of what's going on in the world, it's like, it's almost like middle finger to the world. Like, I don't mean that in a, I'm just saying,
yeah,
the fear and the upset and the uncertainty. It's like, no, you're not going to stop me from having a good life and challenging myself and all of that.
Yeah, life is still happening.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel like we're saying a lot of yeses today, which feels good. I don't know if you had to study for this one or there might be some new things that you're going to learn, but I got within a month and I got the receive card. And I feel again that it's likely that you're going to move into the next step, the next part of the process, Kelly. Feels good. Is it government or like lots of like rules and regulations? I don't know what I'm feeling, but Yeah, I feel like it's likely.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm feeling the same way. Very positive. This is really offering you to really stand in your power. You have the bear card coming in, so that is like where you are just a leader, and you come in and you bring a lot to the table here. I feel like it's going to be drawing on some new skills that you have that you're going to be able to use. But this is a gift, and offering you some transformation for yourself as well. So yeah, I feel like this is a good fit for you.
Yeah. Kelly, before you put the insurance up there, I was going to ask you if there were a lot of rules and regulations. That's what I was feeling.
Yeah.
But yes, and I've got the chemist. This is about doing something new, and adjustments are happening. I absolutely feel like you are, there's a clear path for you forward. And the other card that came up for you is the hawk. And this is about changing your perspective. The hawk is also the medicine from spirit, recognizing the messages from spirit. And there's a sense about this particular position where I just want to I just feel like I need to give you a heads up. Something in it feels like it's going to shift, that it's going to change. Kevin mentioned utilizing other talents, I think you said, Kevin. And that's what it feels like. It feels like the actual position can shift once you're in it. In other words, like maybe you'll get, it feels like a promotion or something where you are more responsibility than going in with.
That was in the study card. New, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I just said that. I had a freeze, like Jeffrey froze earlier. There was a glitch in the matrix, y'all. No, I was reading something. That's what I was doing. Because people were asking about the retreat, and I guess I kind of glazed over it like everybody knows. But Debbie, Jeffrey, and I are hosting a retreat in Sedona, Arizona, and it's happening June 12th to the 15th. And so we had a couple of spots that came available. And so we thought in the way that we love to be is in that energy of contribution. So if you do sign up for it, you would register, and then you could bring a friend they would receive the retreat for free. So if you're interested in that, again, Sedona, June 12th to the 15th, and Jeffrey's website there, jeffreypeck.com/events, will bring you to the information that you'll see all of the information about it. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out through email.
Yeah, you guys, we had 2 seats, 2 ladies ended up not being able to make it last minute. So we had these 2 seats that were empty, and we were talking, like we want to be able to bring somebody in here to fill these seats. So that's how we came up with, hey, let's have them bring friends. And it's always so much fun to do these things together. And I find it so interesting that this is kind of how it's starting to, or continuing to wrap up as we get closer and closer. Because remember when the seats started being filled, and they were coming with their mother, or they were coming with their husband, or they were coming with their boyfriend, or they're coming with their child. We had so many people right off the bat coming with their other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love how the synchronicity kind of happened without us really realizing it, that we're bringing others in, with their others. And I think that's awesome.
And Liz, how you arrange that with your how you arrange that with them is between you. So if you split it, whatever that looks like between you and the friend.
That's a great idea, Liz.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah. However you work that out. But yeah, we met with the team today, and we had a great kind of run through of the itinerary and all the bits and pieces. And it's a lot. It's going to be a really magical, we added the full extra day. So there's 4 days, and it's a deep dive. We're going into ancestry. We're going into inner child. We're going into the empowered self in this moment. We're working with the beautiful animal totems. Oh gosh, it's going to be it's going to be everything. So yeah, if you feel called to it, do reach out, grab one of those spots, and we will see you in Sedona.
Yeah.
In 2
And
short weeks.
Carrie, thank you.
Carrie, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Carrie. I was just getting ready to
So
say
I
that.
was thinking as we close tonight, why don't we just pull one card just for the collective that everybody here, I just so appreciate all the love tonight and how everybody hung out and cared for each other in the chat and held the space for us to be able to bring some readings in. I'm sorry, there was 102 questions tonight, so we couldn't get to them all. But we appreciate you and we see you, and we're just sending all the love and light on all those questions.
Yes.
I can start for it. I got the not for you, and I feel like there was that energy that was woven through, allowing us to use our own intuition, and where we feel called to step into something, or if we're curious about something, to really follow that. And then alternatively, when we don't feel called to something, sometimes that's a really clear indication that it's not for you. And so I think this really is a great time for us to step further into our own intuition, which is there to help us. We work through the clairs. We have that ability, and with those senses, we can really live a different life. And despite what's happening in the world that's, concerning and uncertain, we can really be in the power of this moment, and using our intuition helps each and every one of us, and we all have access to that. So you were all brought here in this moment. That's a part of it. That's one little piece that we're, following our intuition, and community, I think, makes that easier. I don't know about you guys, but it makes it easier for me.
And I just have to move right in with this one, Jeffrey, because it follows along with the collective conscious card coming in and connecting in. We're not alone, and we can always connect in to that collective energy. So you're not alone, guys.
Yeah, you're not. And I love how Spirit is tying this together, because the card of fire comes up, and this is about indulging in your passion, really following what lights you up from the inside out. And sometimes it's hard to know what that is. Sometimes some of us, and I've been there, where I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know which direction I should go. I didn't know what lit me up. And I just wanted to point that out, because there is something that lights you up on the inside out. There is something in there. Your soul is reaching in and sparking those little pieces within you. And to really just, I want to encourage you just to be open and receptive, and notice what lights you up, because that's the direction you chose to come into this incarnation with. And to be here with all of this community, be here with us, to be hearing these readings for other people. When you hear readings that you feel like that we're talking directly to you too, you were supposed to be here for that. You were supposed to hear that. Synchronistically, you were brought here for that moment. So yes, I love how this ended up for all of us. And thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Debbie. I'm so happy to be doing this with you too. And
wonderful. Because I want you to know that we see you, Valerie. So thank you for being here. And hopefully something that came through maybe in the last message, you felt that. But we want you to know that we see you. So
we see you.
Thanks for being here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Same time, same place.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.